Hi, my name is Ryan Tips and I'm the managing editor for AGDAILY.com. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about Gerber's new multi-tool. It's the Center Drive Plus. Gerber just sent it to me today. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet, so I'm pretty excited to get my hands on it, to kind of see what it's capable of. I'm going to test out one or two little functions on it, but most of all I wanted to give you sort of a first impressions of this tool. I can tell you, even before I take it out of the box here, is that it's heavier than a lot of the multi-tools I've had. I'm hoping that translates into being more durable as well. Opening it up here, it's got a bit set with it. It's got looks like about a dozen bits here. Hex drive, regular flatheads, Phillip heads, sort of the standard ones you would expect. And comes in its case, pretty nice case in fact. It's even got a Made in the USA stamp on the back. And overall this tool has 28 different components to it. Now a lot of those are going to be the bits, but it's got probably 12 to 15 actual different functionalities that you would expect from a traditional multi-tool. So what's cool about this is that it has a single thumb opening, so whether you're wearing it on your belt or have it in your pocket, if you've got one hand that's taken up, you can just pretty easily pop it out and open it and close. Super simple. When it's open, it's a little over 6.5 inches long. And again, it's heavier than the 2 or 3 other multi-tools that I own. Show you some of the features on it. Of course, it's going to have pointy nose pliers. It's also got standard pliers. And in there, it's also got wire cutters. The blade on here is 3.25 inches long. It's partially serrated. And it locks in with a liner lock. Seems like it locks in pretty tight. The screwdriver opens up pretty easily. Has a magnetic bit holder, so it locks your bit in pretty well. And there's also a spot for you to store an extra bit on here, so that if you want your flathead and a hex head on here, you can have multiple. You can take multiple ones out with you in the field without having to carry the entire row here. This too is held with a liner lock. Inside, it's got a ruler. On the other side, instead of using a liner lock, it's got this tool release button that's got a lanyard hole in it. On this side, you're going to have a coarse and a fine side file. Again, a lot of this stuff can be done with just one hand. Got a bottle opener and a nail pry. Spring-loaded scissors. See the spring on this side? That just fold right back up. And lastly, you got an awl. So this looks like a pretty nice, heavy-duty tool. And again, it's something I'm pretty excited to put to use. The one thing that I've seen looking at the reviews online that there were some complaints about is how well the wire cutters work. Everything else seems pretty well loved about this new tool. I want to try the wire cutters right now. So I have some wire fencing here. A lot of people even tried this with chicken wire and said that it just didn't work real well. This is a little heavier duty than chicken wire. So let's see. No problem whatsoever. No problem whatsoever in cutting that. So I'm not seeing any issues with the wire cutter function on here. The one thing it looks like would be a problem is trying to get it into a tight spot. If I needed to cut something here in the middle, couldn't exactly do that because of the shape of the pliers themselves. So standard wire cutter would be a little more functional there, but for the purposes of a multi-tool, this seems to work really well. The tool grips really nicely. In fact, again, this is not a very strong fence, but no problems whatsoever in how this grips, how it turns, clamps down really nice. Again, first time out of the box. Can't wait to put this to sort of a larger use on my property and around my fencing, around my animals, around everything that I would need a multi-tool for. I carry one with me almost all the time, and I will be carrying the Gerber now for a couple weeks to really kind of put it to some real good use here. So like I said, this is the Center Drive Plus. Retails for $125. Gerber did send me this. This is not a sponsored video in any way though. Just wanted to show you my first impressions of the Gerber tool. Thanks again. My name is Ryan Tips. Hope you've enjoyed this walkthrough of Gerber's Center Drive Plus.